Well, hello again. This is Pastor Ivan with Open Sky Ministries up here in beautiful Spokane, Washington. And I wanted to talk to you about something today. What is your worth? What are you worth? What are you worth to God? You know, I think if we look deep down inside, we'll all realize we have some importance. If we weren't important, then why does God live in us? If you're a Christian and God's living in you, you are worth something. You have some value. You really do. But unfortunately, so many Christians, they just sell themselves so short. They just don't think they're worth anything. They just give themselves almost a zero value. You know, there's people that sit in a church and I know, I've seen people do it all the time. They just sit back there and they're just quiet and they're relaxed and they go through the motions of coming to church, but they don't do anything else. But yet you talk to them and they're spitballs, man. They're just like, I want to go do, or spitfires. They want to go do this and do that for the Lord. Well, here's what I found out today. I love the garage sale, as I've mentioned before on here. So I like going around. So today I went to a garage sale. And look at this. I bought a box of watches, a whole box of watches for $1. And you know, I've got some junk in here, or semi-junk. I have an old, I think this one's the Timex. And then I have a Gruen, which is a nice watch, men's. I have a ladies' Elgin watch and some other kind of ladies' watch. And then I dug around at the bottom of this thing. And I'm going to put these other watches down for a second. And I found a really nice watch. I don't know if I can really get that focused in very good with the lights in here in the studio. But it's a really nice watch. And now the band's not. The band is kind of a cheap watch. It's one of those old fuddy-dud watches. But I looked at the back of this watch. I saw something written on there. And oh my goodness. It's from Fisher Body Division. Who remembers Fisher Body? General Motors had them for years. They made all the truck bodies and the car bodies and everything else like that, Cadillacs, etc. And this person was a master craftsman. I'm not going to mention his name, but he worked there for 25 years. He worked from 1929 to 1954. And he received this watch as a gift from Fisher Body. Now, immediately I thought, that's a valuable watch. That man worked for 25 years to get this watch. And I'm thinking, I paid $1 for all of these watches. And then as I started carefully reading more and more on the back of it, right up here, it says it's 14 karat gold. That's right. So I looked them up. I looked up these watches to find out what they're worth. Come to find out, this watch is worth anything from just the gold value alone is about $399. And it's working condition. So because it's in working condition and it's not bad, it needs to be cleaned, I'd say the watch could be worth as much as $750. So I'm going to set this down for a minute. And I want to relate this to our Christian walk as quick as I can here. Listen, as Christians, sometimes we don't put that value on us. I was talking about that a minute ago. Here these people let me have this whole box of watches for $1. They didn't have any value on it. They placed no value on it. Not even realizing that somebody had worked 25 years and received a gold watch that they had in their possession that they could have sold for probably more than what they made at all their garage sale. They let me have it for $1. You know, and that's the way some Christians are. You've got the power of God inside of you. When you give your life to God and you're filled with the Holy Spirit, you can do those things. You can go up there and lay hands on the sick and they'll recover. You can cast out demons in His name. Don't sell yourself short. Too many Christians are selling themselves short. Don't do that. Just let the power of God flow through you. You're worth something, and don't forget that. Again, this is Pastor Ivan. I'm up here in Spokane, Washington with Open Sky Ministries, and I'm telling you, I'll be talking more and more to you. There's so many things that God shows us every day. God bless. See you again soon.